everybody, this is Bob from Buckeye Sports Center. Today I'm really excited to take a look at the new 2021 Super Air Nautique 210. This is a model that's been in the Nautique line for many years. However, in the new generation versions of this model, it has all the cool same features that you'll find on the G23 and all the crazy high-end Nautique models, but just at a little bit more economical package, a traditional bow. You know, for somebody who maybe uses a boat on the inland lake, they want the Nautique, they want the fit and finish, they want the benefits of owning a Nautique, but maybe they just don't want to get the crazy big G23. So the 210 is a great model, it's a classic model, and let's take a look at it. So as we get into the bow area of the 210, this is obviously going to be your traditional kind of pointy nose bow, kind of a classic styling. Doesn't have the pickle fork, doesn't have anything crazy. And also remember that everything I'm talking about in this Nautique 210 also applies to the Nautique 230. Essentially the boats are the same, except the 230 is just a little bit bigger, obviously 23 feet instead of 21 feet. But all the features, the benefits, all the other stuff is exactly the same. So those are kind of like your classic Nautique models, you know, but the innovation that they put in them, obviously the fit and finish features, you know, stainless steel rub rail, stainless steel grab handles, high-end upholstery that they use on all the other Nautiques is very prevalent on the 210 and 230. Okay, so the Nautique surf system, which Nautique patented several years ago, obviously came out on the G23, but it's obviously included on this 210. So this wake plate actually goes outside the boat, you know, probably 2-3 inches at maximum, and also kind of comes out underneath. So basically there's a plate that, you know, metal plate that kind of comes out to help form that perfect surf wave. This system's literally identical in the way it operates to all the other Nautiques. So that's really cool that even on the 210 model you have that. Obviously a surf pipe is included, you know, so you don't get any fumes or anything going up where the surfer is. The 210 also uses a feature called the Hydra Gate, which is this feature here that moves in and out, adjustable at the dash. So to kind of fine tune the wake, if you wanted to make it a little bit, you know, a little bit more steep or rampy, or versus a more mellow wave, you know, this little plate actually goes up and down and you know, kind of helps you tweak the adjustability. So, you know, even this boat, even though this boat is not the big crazy all fancy features that maybe like the G23 is, all the wake forming features are very similar on this 210 compared to the other Nautique models. So as we move up into the transom area of the 210, just a couple things. You've got a nice heavy-duty stainless steel, you know, eye you could ski off of, you could tube off of. You also have this little pop-up pylon that you can use for skiing if you like, or if you just want a little bit higher point for that. You know, one of the cool things is you do have this kind of like middle seat kind of staging area if you are going to, you know, be booting up or whatever, getting ready for, you know, action on the water. The other cool thing is with the Nautique is you do have this full walkway above the engine without having to step onto the upholstery to get it inside the boat, inside the cockpit. So at boats at this level, a lot of times you're not going to find that full walkthrough feature, particularly one that's recessed, is included as part of a deal. So this is kind of a unique feature to Nautique at this price point to have that full walkthrough. So power that's included on this Nautique 210, and this is also going to be the standard engine on the 230 as well as the GS series. The ZR4 PCM 6-liter, you know, produces over 400 horsepower. So, you know, again, a lot of times the older technology motors or the older motors from these boats, you know, used to be 300 horsepower, 320, maybe maxed out at 330, but this one's going to be over 400. You know, a lot of torque as well on this particular motor. So really you've got a nice little upgrade kind of naturally built in with this new PCM motor. PCM's been in Nautiques for literally over 30 years. So the pairing between the Nautique and the PCM has kind of been always together. So that's, you know, kind of helps them innovate a little bit rather than switching around different motor companies. This boat was designed with this motor in mind. You know, other little, you know, fit and finish features, you know, having a nice, you know, double gas assist shock on the engine hatch, having this nice little well to keep water outside of the engine compartment, you know, rubber gasket all the way through. This is a perfect area to store, you know, ropes or other little items. You don't have to, you know, go too deep inside the boat. These also remove, if you like. You can actually put a wakeboard or a surfboard underneath there if you really wanted to. This particular boat's equipped with the Pro Ballast, So you get additional bags in addition to the tanks. You can see the tank's actually L-shaped, and you can actually see it along the left-hand side of the screen there. The tank actually rolls up the side of the boat, you know, to kind of give that perfect surf wave. And that the extra ballast is about 300 pounds on each side, and that just kind of enhances your surf wave a little bit. But when you're not using that, you can store wakeboards or other things down there. You know, the compartment's big enough to get most size wakeboards in that compartment. So, you know, everybody's not created equal in the world of upholstery, and Nautique is no exception. That's kind of one of the areas where they really shine. Everything's made in-house, and these, when I've got these compartment wings up, you can really see some of the differences. You know, super multi-stitched upholstery all the way up and down. This is actually a vented area, you know, so that you prevent kind of that mildewy or moisture collection. So all the seats from Nautique are all vented. They're the only brand I've ever seen that does that. You know, and because of that, you don't see as much, you know, mold and, you know, other, you know, damp collecting areas in the boat. You know, almost everything is double stitched. And it's just really, really heavy duty upholstery, but still soft and comfortable. You've got like 3 to 4 different types of foam that are compressed all into one to kind of create that perfect mix of durability as well as comfort. So, you know, that's one thing that you'll notice when you get into a Nautique boat. You know, when you really look at them, you actually also have, on this particular piece, there's 3 different textures. You know, there's more of a traditional texture, there's a little bit different texture here, and then even a third texture. So again, the attention to detail on the Nautique upholstery is definitely one of the things that sets them apart. And it really, the upholstery does last longer than what we normally see from other brands. So you know, it's definitely a nice added feature that you get on Nautique. So as we move into the main cockpit of the 210, you know, 21-foot boat, you know, good sized cockpit area, you know, plenty enough space to get everybody in the boat, you know, with a, you know, ton of room in it. You know, other little things like this is a little movable cooler that you can put and stow away in different areas. It's got, you know, cool little fit and finish on with the C-deck top sheet, so you can move that cooler around. If I look at the little side compartments, you've got you know, JL audio, 4 cockpit speakers. You've got the C-deck actually trimming the whole inside of those compartments. You've got multiple areas where you can plug in your cell phone to charge it up. You know, so they thought of everything in this boat. You know, it's padding all the way through and around the boat, depending on however you sit, whatever angle. You know, it's all really, really well done, really, really high end. And obviously we talked about the C-deck a little bit. You know, the C-deck floor has been in Nautiques. They were one of the first companies to do that. Now you see it from a lot of brands. But, you know, really, really comfortable to walk on. It's really easy to clean. And, you know, you actually can replace one piece at a time if you do, you know, mess it up. But we actually find that, you know, a lot of times if you do mess it up, you can actually just kind of sand it a little bit, and actually it'll be fine. So we actually don't sell a lot of replacement pieces for the C-deck, even though it's been out for many, many years. So again, just a cool kind of upgraded feature that you'll find in the Nautique as standard. So the tower technology on the Nautique 210, really high-end tower, top-notch. You know, nice, you know, fit and finish, heavy duty welds, but you're also not seeing a ginormous tower. This boat is not an overly heavy boat, so you don't need an overly heavy wake tower to it. It's got a small footprint to it, so it's really easy to fold down, and actually has a quick lock mechanism, so if you did need to fold it down, all you got to do is wiggle that out and that loosens it. There's gas assist shocks on it, so it actually won't just tumble down. You know, it'll actually go down slowly. It's not just going to fall down. Other things, the swivel board racks are a standard feature, so you can get those. They're nice wide grip points, so any size, thickness of wakeboard or surfboard can fit in there real nice. You know, quick mechanism there. Nautique comes with JL audio. This particular boat has 2 pair of JL audio tower speakers, including, in addition to the stereo system itself and the cockpit speakers. So, you know, great sound quality. The surfer can hear it really, really well, even with just 2. You could opt for 4 if you want. The last thing, and I'm not going to open it up, but the cool thing about this Nautique Bimini top, you do have surf storage in it, and it's actually about literally like a 15 to 30 second opening, so you don't have, there's not a boot, you know, there's a quick little sleeve boot that pulls off, and then there's basically 2 wings that go to each side, and then you just connect them to each side, so it's a really quick process to open the Bimini fully. There's obviously all kinds of videos and pictures of what the Bimini top looks like. It's actually the exact same Bimini top on all the Nautique models, so you know, there's plenty of videos that go over that, but I do like it because it is very easy at the end of the day just to flip the wings in, put the sleeve on, you're good to go. You don't have to roll anything up or finagle anything. It's really quick and convenient. So we get into the Super Air 210, and you know, one thing, if you've looked at other videos of other Nautiques, you're going to see a lot of similarities here, because literally this dash setup is the same. So, you know, even on this model that, you know, really the Super Air 210 is the least expensive Nautique model that's fully equipped with the surf system, with the wake tower. You know, the only cheaper boats out there are their ski boats. But, you know, this boat has the exact same dash system. You know, it's really intuitive. It's got a nice little visor cover to it so you don't have sun hitting it, but you know, everything's really, you know, intuitive as far as how you use it. This whole right-hand screen you can adjust to different, you know, different things. You can actually put a, you know, you can put a backup camera on there, but there's different, you know, settings that you can make that back screen. Your left-hand screen shows, right now it's showing your wake shape. You know, as far as the different ways you can manipulate the wake. So it's all really easy to use, intuitive. You know, to be honest, you're out there in the boat for about 15 minutes and you kind of have an understanding of how to use it. It's all touchscreen, so it's super easy to use. You also, if you don't like the touchscreen, you actually can use this rotary dial as well, and you can control everything by the rotary dial. You know, you can see actually the stereo control as well. You know, the stereo control is zone control, so you can, you know, manipulate different parts of the boat, which is cool. So, you know, really, you know, easy to use dash. You know, again, I talk about ergonomics. You know, this has a super nice wide armrest, so if I'm out there all day pulling skiers, pulling boarders, I've got a nice armrest to this boat. You know, the throttle's conveniently located, so it's super easy, super convenient. The other thing I like about this dash is that, you know, some companies will have like a screen up here, and then they'll have like a little screen down here, and then I've got to, in order to manipulate something way down here, I kind of have to take my eyes off. This one, I can keep my eyes line sight right on what I'm doing going forward and still maneuver and manipulate it without having to, you know, look all the way down or have my, you know, my hands in different positions. My left hand can almost always stay right on the wheel when I'm controlling this boat, because everything that I need to control would be off to the right somewhere. The throttle, the touch screen, or the screen with the rotary dial. So in our traditional bow, obviously we're not going to be looking at a ton of space up here, but if you've got 2 people or 3 people, you know, maybe 3 kids or whatever, you still have plenty of space for everybody. You know, I'm 6'2" and I'm laying all the way out watching what I've got going behind. You can sit at any angle you want, you know, but definitely comfortable enough for 2 adults or, you know, maybe 3 little kids. And it's a deep bow, so you don't have to worry about the little kids bouncing out or anything like that. So it's a little bit deeper set up in the bow. You know, when we're up here, we can kind of highlight the, you know, again, all the stainless steel that's in this boat. You know, the nice pop-up stainless steel cleats, stainless steel cup holders, stainless steel grab handle. You know, everything's really high end. You know, nice, the windshield frame, you know, that kind of a granite finish on it, kind of a metallic finish. You know, so it's again, a really high end design, you know, on this Nautique 210. So thanks for checking out the 2021 Nautique 210 with us here at Buckeye Sports Center. In closing, you know, this is a classic Nautique model. If you're looking for something that throws an awesome wake surf wake, you have very good wakeboard wake, and even a good recreational ski wake. This is a boat that we actually sell a lot to people who are, you know, recreational skiers. Maybe they are coming out of an old ski boat, but they don't like that motor in the middle. They want more space. They want more versatility. You know, this is a boat that still skis really well. You know, but really where it shines is on the wake surf ability, wakeboard ability, and just in general, a boat that's great for an inland lake application. Maybe somebody who just doesn't, you know, this boat's rated for, I believe, 12 people, but, you know, maybe you never have more than 6, 8, 9 people in the boat. You know, you don't need that big burly 23-footer. It's just a good, you know, manageable size. And again, if you wanted to go a little bit bigger with all the same features, you can go to the Nautique 230. For more information, to view our website and see all of our inventory, visit our website at buckeyesportscenter.com. If you like this video, please give it a like on YouTube. You know, maybe subscribe to our page. We have all kinds of Nautique and other wakeboat videos from Malibu, Axis, Moomba that we'll post up on there as well. So thanks for checking it out. You guys have a good one.